Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Dream bigger. As I was driving to drop off my kids at school, we have some rituals and things that we do together driving over. Just a short drive to get my kids to school. It's like about 8-9 minutes. And on the days that I know that I'm going to record a podcast on the drive back, that I'm just kind of like think and reflect. And sometimes it comes to me when I'm journaling early in the morning, and sometimes I'm just like, today I'm thinking about it. And I was like, what do I want to talk about today? And it literally just came through to me. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. There are so many stories that we tell ourselves that say, who am I? I'm not ready. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I can't do these things. And we become the obstacle in the way of us growing and expanding. And I don't mean just dreaming like a daydream. Like, I mean just thinking bigger, feeling bigger, being bigger. Yes, you have the right to take up more space in the universe. Yes, you can give yourself permission to dream big, even if you don't know how. Because guess what? Nobody does. You might have heard the story of Walt Disney, that Walt was with a group of people. This is kind of how I've heard the story told. This is pre-Disney, any theme park, by the way, okay? So I want to say it was maybe the 50s, maybe early 60s. I don't know when Disneyland came out. I think in the late 60s. I want to say 67, 69, maybe early 70s. But Walt was kind of looking out over this big, like, swampland. That's what that was at the time, where Disneyland ended up being. And it was like, he was telling everybody what he's seeing. Like, Walt Disney dreamed bigger. Would you not agree? He was telling everybody, this is where it's going to be. This will be this will be that. And they're all just like, Walt, you're crazy, right? There was no understanding at the time. Well, I don't know. I'm going to assume that Walt Disney did not know how that stuff was all going to happen. He just saw it in his mind. He just dreamed so big. And so, when we hear stories like this, we go, oh, well, that's Walt Disney, or that's this actor, or that's this musician, or this writer, or this poet, or this celebrity, or this whatever, hero, athlete. And we think, again, still, who am I? Who am I to do great things? And the question, it's interesting. As I speak this, there's some things that just come through to me. Like, I can't explain it any other way than just, this podcast becomes a platform for me to be just a very open vessel, an open channel to convey something to you. And I never know what it's going to be at the time I'm speaking. I truly don't. And so, right now when I said the words, who am I to be, what I literally heard back is, what would happen if we change that as, who am I not to be? Like, why not me? What about me? And not from the point of, where am I getting, and where's my love, and where's my money, and where's my stuff I want, and where's my, no, none of that. Not from the source of ego, right? Ego is actually the piece of you that wants you to stay small. Ego is the side of you. Ego is the false self. It is what we've created based on our experiences and things that have happened to us in life. Our ego is there to, I'll say, put this in air quotes, protect us. Okay, but here's the challenge with ego. We love ego. Ego is still necessary in parts of our life and at times, but the thing is we cannot let ego run the show. Because ego is the voice of ego, again, the false self. It's not really who you are, by the way. It's not. It is the false self. It is what you've created to believe yourself to be. Of who you believe yourself to be, based on the things that have happened in your life, the people that have hurt you, the wounds that you've encountered, the trauma, the negative experiences, the positive experiences, like all of it. You've created a version of yourself. We all do this, by the way. We all do this. And then we will have a point in our life. For me, it was about a year and a half ago. I literally was waking up going, who the fuck am I? I don't know. And it's different, by the way, than like pretending to be and like posturing or like, lying about it. It's none of those things. Like, we literally believe ourselves to be like, this is me. And it is a process. Midlife crisis is a process. Menopause is an opportunity. Okay? Crisis in front of you can be transmuted and transformed into a beautiful awakening and remembering of who you really are. Of who you really are. But it does not happen if we continue to let ego drive the bus. Okay? Ego, again, is that part that says, no, you're not ready. Nope, you don't have the money. Nope, you don't have the time. Nope, who are you? Because it's like, wait a second, we did that thing and we got hurt, so we're just not going to do that thing anymore. So let's just shrink. Let's play it small. Let's play it, quote unquote, safe. Let me just hide you away. Just do the thing, walk through the steps of life, do all the pieces and all the roles, and we'll just kind of call it a day. Let's just, blend in here. Don't stand out. Don't stand out. If you stand out, you might get hurt. If you stand out, you actually will discover who the fuck that you are and the greatness and the beauty and the light inside of you. Do not listen to the lies that your ego is telling you, sister. I used to believe them too. We all have. This is the craziest piece of this, all right? We are all going through life in this experience thinking that nobody's like me. Nobody understands me. It must just be me. No, it's all of us. Do you get that? It's every single one of us. Craziness. Searching for connection. Dying to feel seen and heard. And yet we all walk around doing the same damn thing. Thinking that we're all alone. But you are not. It is time to put down the past, the lies that ego is telling you. And I know we still want to love ego. We don't say, F you, ego, like, get out of here. Like, no, it's just like, I see you, I honor you. It's time to take over. It's like with parenting, all right? Your kids may have all sorts of tantrums and upsets and you're going to get the time at one point in your life, several times, I hate you, you're this, mommy, you're that, daddy, like, rah, right? And you just go, I hear you, I understand you. I just want to eat all this crappy food. I hear you, understand. The thing is like, mommy's in charge here, daddy's in charge here, right? We don't let our kids decide everything, right? Yeah, let's put the kids, let's involve them in decisions. Yeah. But like, maybe where you're going to move to, where you're going to live, like, the foods you make and nourish your family with, the values. I mean, these are not going to be based on everybody gets a decision, the kids get to decide, right? Like, there comes a point where you go, for a lot of, like, important things, you go, no, mommy and daddy have to decide together, or mommy's deciding or daddy's deciding, like. So think of it that way. Ego is like that tantrumy child saying, no, we want this, and don't do that, and this is what's going to happen, and it's like Eeyore. Think of ego as Eeyore. Wah, wah, as my kids would say sometimes. They pull out that sound. It's so funny. And I read something cool by the holistic psychologist, which, by the way, if you're on Instagram, you need to follow the holistic psychologist. She's amazing. Follow me too. I'm on Instagram. You can find me under my name, Dr. Karen Osborne. But ego is that piece of you that wants you to shrink and hold back. And we simply have to say, ego, I see you, sweetheart. I love you. You're not deciding on this one. And it's time for us to dream bigger. Literally, the universe is like, we're just waiting. We're just waiting for you, sweetheart. We're waiting for your brother. Like, just step into it. Claim it. Own it. Not from the place of, because it's mine and I want this stuff and now you're back in ego again, right? What's in it for me? No, from the place of service, from the place of opening, from the place of shining your light, from opening your heart to really realizing that this is who you truly are. Heart, love, compassion, empathy, understanding, togetherness, connection. Do we still have pieces of us that are going to feel guilt, blame, shame, anger, envy, jealousy, fear, sadness, pain? Yeah. Welcome to the human experience. It is this menu of emotions where we get to choose. And a lot of times these other, we'll just for simplicity call them negative emotions, although they're not negative, but there's gifts inside of these pieces. There's gifts inside of these pieces. These things are all happening for us. There's a bigger meaning, a bigger purpose, a bigger path. It's kind of like this. Those corn mazes? Have you ever done one? We did one with the kids a couple weeks ago. And I've never actually done one before. But usually it's like fall. Somewhere we're going to actually have like a fall. And you go out to a farm. And there's, they got all sorts of like different stuff that's happening in hayride. And this place they had a haunted house. And things you can climb. And petting zoo, and they had this corn maze, and so you're going to go through this maze, and you're going to be like, oh, that didn't work. Oh, let's go this way. That didn't work. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's the opening. Here's the path. Like, that is a great metaphor for life. They're literally, the universe is above that, or whether you want to call that God, or love, or your spirits, guides, or your angels, or whatever. Like, they're seeing that. They're like, oh, honey, it's okay. You're going to find the way. That's okay. That made you see what you didn't want, so you could go towards what you did want. Right? It's like they're seeing us in this little maze, this labyrinth of like just going around. And they don't want you just keep hitting the wall, and then you just stand in the corner and say, I'm just not going to try anymore. Screw it. I'm tapping out. That's too hard. Because they're literally, you have like a team that's like, oh, but you're so close. It's okay. You're supposed to fall down. You're supposed to screw up. It's all part of it. You're supposed to say that thing. It's okay. Like, it is all serving. Please just let us take the wheel. Like, just give it over to us. You do your part, and we're up here doing the big pieces. And you are okay, and you're allowed to dream so big. Man, we got all these plans for you. But you gotta claim them. But you gotta own them. But you gotta be willing to step into the fire and get burned sometimes. And you gotta be willing to start all over again sometimes. You have to be willing to destroy what's not working, to move into what is. You need to be willing to jump into a space that you don't know where you're gonna land. Please know that we got you. We got you. And you're not gonna see it. You're not going to see it unless you raise your hand, unless you go, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to listen to my heart. I'm going to move forward in the thing that I feel called to do. I'm going to tell people the things that I feel within my heart. I'm going to heal through all this past stuff. And I'm going to say thank you for those experiences because it helped me see who I truly am. Because all those pieces were part of me. And I don't have to hold on to regret and pain from the past. And I wish that didn't happen. And why did that happen? I get to understand it. I get to go, man, that's like material for me. To become who I truly am. That helped me get to here. It's so easy in retrospect, right? To look back and go, okay, this thing didn't happen, and then this thing opened up and said, and then this thing, and this thing. It's like, oh, it all makes sense. We can look back and it's easy. In retrospect, anybody can do that, okay? With so much love and compassion, don't wait for that. Come on. You can trust right now in this moment to say, I am designed to be here on this earth to dream bigger than what I'm doing right now. And I don't have to beat myself up about it. I can just go, oh, ego, right. You've been at the front of this. You're steering this ship right now. Thank you. I love you. Now move aside. It's time for me to take over now. You're still going to be there. You still have a role. It's okay. I'm not like dumping you out of the boat right now, ego. But I'm going to see you now when I come up. When you come up, pardon me. I'm going to see you when the surface. When the fear comes up, I'll be like, oh, there's ego again. There she is. There he is. Oh, there you are. Oh, man, look at you. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're just so afraid. Yeah, I see you. I know. And oh, whew, you're making that feeling in my body. That thing in my gut. That fear feeling. I feel it in my chest when it's just like everything is all tight and constricted. Oh, right. Here's that headache I get in the back of my neck. There's that tension in my shoulders. But we're going to dream bigger now. There's a different plan. You know the one that we've been doing? The one that says hold back. The one that says who am I? Who are we? The one that says that we can't. Yeah, we're going to put that stuff aside. The one that says you have to have everything all figured out before you do anything. Yeah, we're actually finding that that's not true. It's not serving us. It's not serving our loved ones. It's not serving our families, our communities, our clients, people that we serve in life. It is not serving anybody. For me to hold back any longer. And I'm just going to keep taking a step forward. I'm going to be present. I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen to the universe. I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to listen to this knowing inside of me. I'm going to actually feel my heart. I'm still going to use my brilliant mind. Thank you, brain. Yeah, I'm still going to use that too. But I'm going to understand that my heart takes priority. It is at the top of this. Not my mind. Because my mind's still going to play a little, some games at times. It's a little bit in cahoots with ego, right? So we're going to shift our thoughts. And we're going to gently move them back into positivity. And we're going to gently move them back to the things that feel good. Joy, fun, flow. And I'm going to do these uncomfortable things even when it sucks. I'm going to own the pieces of my life that are not working because I'm going to also own that I created that. And that's okay. Nobody does this thing called life, earth school, without getting burned, without getting hurt, without getting beat up, without getting kicked down to the ground, without going to such a place of darkness where there'll be days that you don't think that you can even see the light anymore. Maybe you should just stay down. I hear you and I see you, and we have all been there in different shades and forms, but today can be the day that you decide, I will dream bigger. And I don't have to have any timeline attached to it. I don't have to figure out what it is. I don't have to stress about it. I can let it come in. I can feel it fill me up. I can let that love radiate from my heart saying, please show me how to dream bigger. I can write it in my journal. I can feel it in my body. I can listen to my intuition. Finally start to listen to my intuition. That's always been there, by the way. You just kept shoving it aside. Nope, we're too busy. Nope, we can't do this. Nope, we can't. And intuition's like, all right. Well, I'm just going to sit in the back of the room. So if you want me, we're still here. Just FYI. I like to think these are all like little characters inside of us, right? Do you understand that there can be a fun and a lightness? There's still heaviness. There's still dark. There's still like, this sucks shit. This is not to like whitewash over those experiences. They're still there, but maybe things don't need to be as heavy. Maybe they can be a little lighter if we just go, what is the biggest dream that I can dream of right now? Let me just dream. Let me just play. Let me just be open. If you ever watch your children play when they're little, they don't go, well, I can't do this. Everything's just wide open. What if we were to do that? That's what I'm going to invite you to do today. So as your more tip, I want you just to write down at the top of your journal, open up your journal, write down at the top saying, dream bigger. The title of this podcast, dream bigger. Actually, we're going to add to this, I am. Any statement after that is powerful, by the way, which is why we don't want to be going, I am an idiot. I am still, like none of that stuff. Erase, 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 delete, delete. send that back. No, I am, and make those next words powerful. I am dreaming bigger. And then I just want you to take 3 deep breaths. Ground yourself. And then pick up your pen again. And just start writing whatever comes to you. Don't stop it. Don't censor it. This is the beginning. This is not a, I don't know the time period of Walt Disney's story, but I doubt from the time of how I heard the story, told a few times by different people, of being with a group of other businessmen and looking out at the swamp and saying, this is going to be Disneyland, or whatever he shared the words at that time, to the actual fruition of Disneyland and the opening day. I don't know what the time period was, and it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. This is simply an invitation for you to begin the process to dream bigger and see what begins to come out of you and through you. That's it. That's it for today. I am spent of that. Woo! I felt this one today. I felt like I was, yeah. Great episode today. Great for me. I feel like now we got to smoke a cigarette. Was that good for you? It was good for me. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's talk about this 30 days. This is a brand new one-on-one coaching program that I created. Again, inspiration, right? The kind of dream that came through me, the dream bigger. And I really had this inspiration journaling saying, what would happen if I took my one-on-one coaching, which is very time intensive? There's definitely, there's a bigger investment with this style of coaching. And I said, what if I took it from 90 days, which is still there, and I created something where it was 30 days, where it allowed more women a chance to go in to have this experience of the connection of one-on-one coaching, which is like really what I love doing the best, whether it's with a woman one-on-one or it's at a live event experience. Which, by the way, I have something to share about that coming up in the near future. Speaking of live event experience, I'll just drop that little seed right there. And what if I did that? And that would open up access to more women being able to come in, because it's a more compacted period of time. It's going to open it up for so many more women to be able to do this. And I just thought about it, kept feeling into it. And I was like, here we go. So this was just recently launched, 30 days, which is 30 days of one-on-one coaching with me, weekly calls, 4 tools that you will learn over those 4 weeks to get you from where you are now to where you want to be, that we co-create together. What is the goal? What is the outcome? What is the result that you want at the end of those 30 days? And this is for you if you're at a point where you're feeling stuck and you don't know where to go and you've been trying all the stuff and you're just hitting the wall. You've either had the holy fuck moment of like, who am I? And waking up and going, what is happening here? You have a crisis happening, whether that's with your health, that's with business and work, that's with inside of your relationships, that's whatever that's coming up for you, that you just feel like I need to what I'm doing is not working. I need to help. I'm going to raise my hand and go like, all right, here's what I need to do, okay? So if that sounds like you, sister, then 30 days is for you. It's for you. So here's what you need to do to apply. And there's limited spots. There's only 8 that are left right now, and they are going quite quickly. So email me, drkarenosborne@gmail.com. If you receive the newsletter, you're going to see a link right at the end to apply. Okay? The link is not an easy one. So this is what I'm saying. Just email me first, drkarenosborne@gmail.com, and say, Karen, I would like to apply for 30 days. And I will connect with you from there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, sister. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. So I will talk to the next episode. A Life with More really is one step away from you dreaming bigger every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.